20 consecutive minutes. A radio play in 20 minutes. Minute 1. Inventory. I stood in the middle of that wintry wasteland.
In the center of the white plain.
Outside and at night.
About over there, perhaps.
Well, maybe.
Maybe even a little bit further back.
Yes, indeed.
I stand here, just like that.
A man walks up to me. He asks,
"What are you doing here?"
I reply,
I am not doing anything.
The man leaves.
I'm following him.
Minute 2. A traveler's story.
I am listening to the man. He is telling something.
I have a hard time understanding him.
He reports on an ASMR YouTuber.
He describes an abandoned workplace with a lot of stuff that is lying around.
Furthermore, he reports on wide-opened eyes, as well as an empty refrigerator.
I don't understand how he can keep so calm about it.
I'm getting cold. I button the collar of my coat closed.
And fall into silence. I don't want to hear anything more.
He notes that. The man says,
If you don't like to hear all that, then...
In the middle of the sentence, he stops, turns around, and walks into the direction from which he had come.
In the distance I can see a telephone booth.
The phone booth provides some protection. The neon tube flickers. And the line is dead.
This number is not in service, and will never be again. That makes me sad.
I leave the booth and enter a city at night. The city is dead and empty of people.
Minute 3. The absence of people.
There is not much to tell you.
Only my footsteps that echo in the empty ruins.
The night ends.
Minute 4. Sunrise. The city comes to life.
Minute 5. Unstable bustle.
Excuse me? Could you please just...
Deadlines.
Let me through, goddammit!
Under other circumstances I could, if I wanted to.
Deadlines.
It's morning. This is a good moment. A good moment for everything.
To make a deadline, for instance.
Or for something else.
That other thing. I'll get it done.
He keeps saying that!
I will have it done. It will happen.
I have deadlines.
I use the time for this one thing, but... What was that thing again?
Minute 6. Zenith.
It seems as if the people paused. For no apparent reason.
The city falls back into its passive state.
I wonder about that. But in the end, I do it the same way.
And without realizing it, I walk off and go away.
And as I walk, I notice
That I had long since begun.
to have an inner dialogue.
Minute 7. An inner dialogue.
No one can hear the dialogue. Only I can.
Maybe this much?
No, don't tell them.
I've been walking for quite a while now through a desert landscape. In the distance I see two figures.
One of them is that man from yesterday.
And the other figure?
That's right! This woman is the ASMR YouTuber I told you about yesterday.
Says the man from yesterday. Then the woman says something strange.
I have just traveled 1 minute into the future using my baking tray. And I saw a fire.
A big one?
I ask.
No, just a regular-sized fire, I think. I can't remember the details very well.
Responds the woman whom the man from yesterday had mentioned yesterday. I check how credible this is and look at my watch. It is.
Minute 8. Prediction of a baking tray.
Apparently everything she says is absolutely valid.
I thank them, say goodbye to the two of them, and go on my way.
It has become dark.
The hike is exhausting.
My legs are tired.
And so am I.
I'm looking for the entrance to the Reverb Canyon.
My goal for today.
Then, all of a sudden, I see in the distance
The predicted fire.
I don't need to check my watch.
Finally, the time has come.
this is
Minute 9. Arrival at the Reverb Canyon.
I'm sitting around a campfire with an older woman. She has a guitar with her. When I asked her if she can play it, she replies,
I hate music.
I think it has something to do with her husband.
That reminds me of something. This is...
Minute 10. The absence of one individual.
And so we sit there and listen. Not to the guitar, but to the loud silence of the night.
Suddenly I'm right back at the beginning.
There are flies everywhere.
I'm trying to remember how I got here.
But
I can't.
I catch sight of the tower clock to my left. It is minute 11.
But that's all I can make out.
I sigh. I decide to get back on the road.
All the way?
Yes, all the way. Until I'm back.
Where I was before.
Minute 12. A proper morning mood. It's broad daylight. The YouTuber and the guitarist are sitting around an extinguished campfire. They drink coffee and talk about Peidergelon 16.
He is certainly so-and-so.
Says the YouTuber.
Yes, I think so too.
Says the guitar woman.
Also, he certainly does this and that.
Yes, I think so too.
It goes back and forth like that. What they don't know is that he is not so-and-so at all. And above all that, he does not do this and that, but such and such.
He's not like that. Besides, he does such and such and not this and that.
I enter the discussion. Then a pause arises. I feel that I am no longer welcome. I say,
If you don't like to hear all that, then...
in the middle of the sentence, I get up and leave. Just like so.
Minute 13. The building. I find myself in a building.
It must be a gigantic one.
It's completely empty.
I look around.
I'm looking into this room.
And I look into that room.
All of a sudden, a man stands in front of me. He is advertising a drug in a tone of voice, as if he were reporting on a successful party.
I don't know.
I scratch my head.
Upstairs in my room, the warm sunlight falls through the window. Sometimes it dazzles a little.
The bird inside of my cuckoo clock knocks carefully on its door, opens it a crack wide and tells me it is now time for...
Minute 14. Dialogue with the bird.
The bird asks if he can get an R6 battery. He has been feeling quite powerless in the last few days.
But just in minute 15, it knocks on the door.
Well, what can I say? You know, I've been doing this job for 20 years. And I can't put into words so much it makes me happy. Here is your package.
I say thank you to that man.
Thank you.
No, I have to thank you. So thank you for listening to me.
You're welcome.
I reply.
Have a nice day,
Says the parcel delivery man, and leaves. How on earth did he find me here?
Now I want to watch a movie.
Minute 16. Movie time.
I see a city in black and white. Retro, but somehow modern. Then a tracking shot leads me into a room. A young woman is sitting on a bed.
She's completely desperate.
The girl begins to cry bitterly. I totally feel that.
Why can't I just be like everyone else?
She sobs.
Why can't I just be like everyone else? Why can't I just be happy?
All of a sudden, I start to grin. Because nothing, but nothing at all in the world is more difficult than that.
Armed with a piece of butter, I now step outside.
The damned final boss has trained me in his dojo.
I'm sure of it.
I am ready for anything.
I breathe calmly.
I look determined.
I am sure.
Today I will change the world.
Minute
17.
Off!
To new adventures.
Finally, it's in front of me. The thing I've been working toward for so long.
I just have to pass through the sea of flowers.
Through the myriad of colors of the sea of flowers.
The myriad of colors.
I leave you here. From here I have to go on alone. Thank you for the journey.
But now it is time for me to leave.
Oh yes, one more thing, because I trust you.
This is minute 18. Exit of the protagonist. But don't say you know this from me.
I really have to leave now. Take care.
And how do you interpret that whole thing?
I don't know. Is there a need for interpretation?
Well, after all, this is minute 19.
Attempt to draw a conclusion.
Who or what was the first person narrator?
Are the described landscapes dream landscapes?
Where is the man from the beginning now?
And so on.
Would it be possible with the help of lucid dreaming?
Why could nothing more be detected in minute 11?
Where can I get a baking tray with which I can travel into the future?
And so on.
Minute 20. Credits.
20 consecutive minutes. A radio play in 20 minutes. The roles and the speakers.
Narrator 1. Budak.
Narrator 2. Alexandra Begau.
Narrator 3. Christian Reuter.
Narrator 4. Dorle Hoffmann.
Inspired by the music of psykheart.
Music by psykheart. Sun Tapes, The Mind Orchestra,
As well as by Ethno Soul Sound System, Ambient Samurai, Ichiro Nakagawa,
Art Somerville and Noise Surfer.
Sounds from freesound.org.
Script and editing, Raphaelt Drechsler.
A production of hertalk.de.
from the year 2023.